I would say the big change, and this may be an exaggeration, but then you have to remember I'm a dramatist, you know. I would say the big change is from what seemed to me when I was getting into the arts in Alberta, what I would call a colonial attitude towards the arts. And that is that a kind of people get together and decide, well, it would be a good thing. It would look good on us to have a theater company or a symphony orchestra or an art gallery or a library. It would look good on us, and that's what respectable people do in civilized countries. So we must make that happen. A kind of obligation, a kind of knee-jerk obligation to have those things, which, as I recall, in the early days of building theater in this province, there was a lot of that from both individual funders and even in the attitudes of the provincial government. It was like, well, we're not quite sure why this is a good thing, and I don't really have much to do with it. I don't have a personal interest in it, but they do say that a really good town or a really good city needs to have these this cultural sector. So let's just do it the way that colonial empires at one time tried to bring culture to wherever they plunked themselves down. And there was still a residue of that, even 30, 35 years ago, I would say, is still a feeling that it was kind of the burden of civilized people to have to shell out some money for the arts. That has changed radically, I feel. That has evolved in a relatively short space of time, 30 or 35 years, to communities that are actually engaged in the excitement, the liveliness that the arts bring to their communities. They even if they only attend as audiences, and more people don't just attend as audiences, more and more people actually make art in their homes or make art in a community way, even if not in a professional way, even if it's not their livelihood. More and more people do that. But even if they attend only as audiences, they feel that their theater companies in Edmonton or Calgary or Lethbridge or Red Deer or wherever belong. Grand Prairie has a great community theater. They feel their theaters belong to them, that it's a flowering of their place and time and so forth. And that's the real the real way in which the arts feed a community, and a community wants to feed the arts in return, is because it becomes that innately organic, that you know that your life would be missing something if you didn't have that around, rather than feeling a sort of almost a snobbish obligation to have that around,